I'm Dr. Nicole Murphy, and I've been working with families to improve their health and well-being since 2005. My expertise in pediatric and pregnancy care is an integral part of our practice. I'm also trained in acupuncture, and my goal is providing wellness for the whole family. The following is our Seeds of Wellness series. Each video will address a part of your health: physical stress, chemical stress, or emotional stress. So welcome everyone. I'm excited to introduce you to Jennifer Beardslee with Designs for Health. We've been talking, and she and I talk all the time about what it's like to have good nutrition and how it's really hard to eat well in the United States and with the way farming is right now. So I have people who eat really clean and get all of the fruits and vegetables they have, and they still have some of the issues that I feel that supplements can help with. And I have other people who are like, I don't like vegetables and you can't make me eat them. And so there's a whole vast spectrum of what people are willing to do and where they're at in their health and wellness life cycle. So that's why I really love supplements. Like, how do you feel, when do you think someone needs supplements?
Well, usually what I hear from the doctors that I work with is their patients are presenting with a lot of fatigue or joint pain. They might have noticed their skin is breaking out, or they're having issues in the bathroom. And these are all ways that our bodies talk to us, and they're sending messages that things are not working optimally, and where a supplement might be able to come in and provide a solution.
So do you recommend people ask their doctor what they should be taking and how much?
Absolutely. Their doctors are a great resource for them because, first of all, they know the patient and they know the health history and they know the challenges that the patient's going through. And they've also taken the time through their education to understand what things might be best suited for this patient. So use that resource. There's so many different things that you can find on the internet, advice on how to take supplements, but work with your doctor because they know what's best for you.
Right. And I find that if you have a doctor who is not open to that and is not open to supplementation, there are other providers out there that we can help guide you to that can answer some of those questions for you to make sure that the medications you're on, that the supplements don't interact with them. And that's something that a lot of people hide that from their primaries because they don't want their primary to tell them to not take a medication when in fact they might be injuring themselves, and we want them to know, but we also want you to have a provider that that has the knowledge of what they can take and what they can't, as opposed to just doing a blanket no.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what's the difference between a quality product like Designs for Health and supplements that you can get from like GNC or Walmart?
I'm so glad you asked that. So Designs for Health is, first of all, it's a science-based company. We only work with healthcare practitioners, providing a top quality supplement line. We're going to use the top quality raw ingredients, and we're a GMP certified manufacturing facility.
So what is that?
So what that means is the FDA actually comes into our facility 4 times a year, and they audit what's in our products. So if we are not meeting label claim, we will get shut down. We are committed to providing a quality supplement solution, and we're committed to saying whatever is in the bottle, that's on the label, that is actually in the bottle. It is tested when it comes in the door is a bulk raw ingredient. And then if it goes into a blend, it's tested again to make sure it actually is meeting label claim. You can't necessarily count on that with some of the things that you're going to find over the counter. In fact, a few years ago, the state of New York, I believe it was the Attorney General, looked at a couple of the different supplements that could be found at Target and Walgreens and whatnot, and found that many times what was included in the bottles was not what was on the label.
I saw one that there was sawdust in it.
Absolutely.
Yes. So what are your recommendations about taking a multivitamin?
Well, a multivitamin is a nice insurance kind of plan for maybe when you're not getting all the nutrients that you need. The soil quality is not the same as it used to be. Our levels of stress aren't the same as they used to be. And all those things kind of deplete our ability to absorb nutrients.
Some people that I find out after taking care of them for a while, they're really fit, they work out all the time, and then they're like, well, I don't eat vegetables. And they're like almost proud of saying that. And so that's when I'm like, all right, well, if you're unwilling to change what you know is good for you, then let's make sure you're adding a multivitamin in.
Absolutely.
So do you feel that vitamin needs change as the seasons change?
They sure can. For example, in the summer, you may not need as much vitamin D as you may need in the winter when we're not going to be exposed to sunlight as much. Also, immune health, in the fall and the winter, there are some great supplements that can support immune health.
That sounds great. Yeah, and I find that some of the immune supplements you don't want to take them all the time. You want to take them as a boost, and as opposed to, especially during holiday season when our stress goes up, our nutrition goes down, and we get less exercise. So those are when our immune system needs some of the most help.
Absolutely. And in the spring, there's some solutions for allergies as well.
True.
So we really can keep you covered all
Yeah, just depending on how the seasons change, our nutrition should change too, and so therefore supplementation can change also.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on supplementation when people are following certain specific diets?
Sure. So one of the most obvious ones to me is if it's a vegan or somebody who's following a plant-based diet, they're going to want to make sure that they get some B12 on board because they're not going to be getting that naturally from their diet. A lot of people also are following a low-carb, high-fat or ketogenic diet these days, and it's going to be really important to make sure you have electrolyte support on board during that. It's going to help you feel a lot better and help your body function optimally.
So what recommendations do you have to help people address inflammation and pain that may have fewer risks or side effects than like ibuprofen or other over-the-counter NSAIDs?
The first one is fish oil. Fish oil is a great anti-inflammatory, helps with a lot of things as far as joint support, brain support. The other thing that is really great is curcumin, or sometimes people refer to it as turmeric. And I like to think of curcumin, well, let me back up here. Turmeric is kind of the apple tree. Curcumin is the apple. So they are absolutely related, but the biggest benefit is actually in curcumin. So curcumin is an excellent anti-inflammatory. Many people experience a lot of pain relief for that, but it also is fantastic for brain health, gut health, cardiovascular health. There's loads of studies out there supporting the use of curcumin. Designs for Health has a product that's been very popular called Curcumivale. It is important to make sure that you choose a curcumin that is well absorbed. It is one of those supplements out there that you got to make sure you get a quality one.
Right. Yes. We don't want to create more of a leaky gut, and we want to make sure that we're healing the gut as well as being able to absorb curcumin.
Absolutely. One of the interesting things is in the past we thought black pepper actually helped people with absorption. And really what we've learned and their studies have shown is black pepper was increasing the absorption of curcumin by inducing leaky gut. And we don't want to do that. So Curcumivale is actually a blend of fats with the curcumin that helps it become absorbed, and it works really well.
Well, and you guys have research that shows that it actually absorbs better than with the black pepper even.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's what I love, that's like, not only is it more absorbable, but it's not creating a back-end problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much for talking with us today, Jennifer. And if you have any questions about what kind of specific supplementation that you might need, please let me know, and we'll sit down and talk about your specific needs, what you may need based on what your diet is and your stress level and how you are living in general, what we could do to help you live at a better level. Thank you very much.